They done took down Puff. They done took down all these other powerful black people. Jay-Z's like the lone standing powerful black man.
You do the track wrestling on them, Jay is them people.
But I know they went up to the feds one day and they took some paperwork up there to him.
Let's be very clear. This is the email that DJ Vlad sent me, his producer sent me, asking me to appear on his podcast on YouTube just after the Cassie video was released on my birthday.
But like, where's Jay at? He's mad quiet. Like while the Puffy thing was going on. But it's obvious now that his team was being made aware that he was in those allegations also. You know, so I hope it works out, because with his family, the things that go on internally is that those accusations are crazy.
Man, that was 50 Cent. No one's scared of 50 Cent. I want everyone to be clear. No one's scared of 50 Cent.
I think it was kind of taken out of context a little bit, but what do you think about it?
I don't think it was taken out of context. No, I think the guy who was talking to him made him feel like a punk. You see what I'm saying? So he had to say, yo, nobody scared of 50. Let's get this clear. Nobody is scared of 50. You know, but I'm not the issue. Him making you feel like the punk is the issue. And at the end of the day, I look at it and people don't assess themselves. Even really intelligent people. Jay's a smart guy. You know what I'm saying? He'll analyze other people and other things that they're doing and not actually look at what's happening to him and his transition and difference.
Saved my life, man. We're Sagittarius too, Bob. Thank you so much.
Jay-Z and Diddy were considered untouchable for many years. At the top of the hip, two monarchs are standing side by side, hop friends, business associates, and powerful brothers. However, based on what 50 Cent has been implying, that brotherhood could have broken when survival became more important than loyalty. 50 claims that music isn't the main focus of this tale. It has to do with control. And those closest to Diddy did not act quickly to rescue him as that control began to erode. They hurried to defend themselves. Jay-Z can help with that. Something odd occurred as Diddy's legal issues started to mount. Too much silence fell over the sector. No well-known people said anything, just quiet, no formidable barriers. Insiders claim that transactions were being made behind that quiet. Through his staffer Desiree Perez, Jay-Z is said to have been gathering information about Diddy and serving as an informant for the FBI for a considerable amount of time.
They done took down Puff. They done took down all these other powerful black people. Jay-Z's like the lone standing powerful black man.
If you do the track wrestling on them, Jay is them people. If you do the history on most of the people that got in trouble in the industry, big trouble, who they went to for help? When Lil Wayne was in trouble, who did he go to? When Meek Mills was in trouble, who he go to? Meek Mills said it himself. Desiree helped me. You understand? So how could he be up next? You know what I'm saying? He is them people. They go to him when they got problems. And what they gonna say if he don't come up in nothing? What they gonna say? Told you, he ain't got nothing to do with that. They still gonna cover it up anyway. But I don't think they coming after him at all. I don't think they got, like I said, I think he is them. He has a relationship with them. You talking about a woman that had a relationship with the feds for 20-something years.
For months, 50 Cent has been yelling that influential individuals were waiting on information, not rumors or anecdotes, but real documented proof. When no one else did, 50 suddenly had enough material to create a full-length Netflix documentary. Thus, the issue became straightforward. From whence did it originate? According to industry sources, Jay-Z was well aware of the risks associated with such tapes, and he supposedly took a different route rather than going down with Diddy. Distance, harm prevention, and perhaps collaboration.
Working for them. You got an agent, your agent that's in charge of you. You think she don't have no relationships over the years with all these agents that became retired and connected and this and that and the third, till they just know she got power. That's power over there. You know what I'm saying? Who you wanting one on your side? You got them on your side? You know what I'm saying? If something happened with him, it's gonna be about a money situation. It ain't gonna be nothing that's going to hurt. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't see them going after him. You know what I'm saying? But everything Jaguar be saying do flourish. So
The legal aspect of the situation was what caused the most controversy. Alex Spiro, Jay-Z's personal attorney, started appearing everywhere related to Diddy's case as victims starting coming forward.
Sean Carter is just as bad as the diddler. And I know that for a fact. I got the scars to prove it. You want to know what a box cutter feels like going into your skin and ripping you? I can tell you how it feels. Y'all ain't seen shit yet. That Cassie shit, that's nothing. I'm saying Sean Carter remembers everything he did to me and he's got it on tape. Just like Diddy. And they're gonna be crazy. It's gonna be the women that get them in the end.
According to detractors like Jaguar, Jay-Z has always been able to move prior to the collapse. He doesn't wait for buildings to fire, she claims. He leaves early, allowing the fire to spread after him. And there's the time, as Diddy's circumstances deteriorated, 50 unexpectedly gained access, power, self-assurance, and sufficient support to confront those who are untouchable. People think that someone in a position of authority assisted in opening the door because of this. Additionally, if Jay-Z had been aware of the recordings' existence and that they would eventually come to light, discreetly turning them over could have been the best course of action. Defend yourself. Cut the ties. Allow Diddy to fall. Although he hasn't said it outright, 50 hasn't disputed it either. He has said unequivocally that adversaries were not the source of treachery. It originated internally, from those who planned their escape while grinning for the cameras. Hollywood is now anxious, because this wasn't simply a fallout if Jay-Z really betrayed Diddy in order to preserve himself, it was a deliberate action. Additionally, people could finally get why there was such a deafening quiet after the recordings are completely aired. Jaguar Wright had a straightforward reply when asked why she concentrated so much on Jay-Z rather than simply Diddy. They are related, she said. One cannot be separated from the other.
These are criminals. Diddy is a killer, and so is Jay-Z. The proof is there. How many up people does he have to be aware of before people see him for who he is?
It seems like these artists are trying to run away from their past. Diddy changed his name multiple times to say, that's not me, I'm trying to move beyond Diddy, I'm Love now. It seems like Jay-Z would try to run away from his past.
Calling that love and anything that he did love. Brother love. What kind of love? Baby oil love. Baby love. Baby love. Explicit love. Hey! They never thought that hip hop would take it this far.
Oh man, it's different now.
These lyrics are all hitting different right now. All the people talking about fathers.
She claims that discussing one without the other is absurd. Together they move, together they climb. Additionally, things fall together if they break apart. These two villains have perpetrated several crimes together, according to Jaguar.
Sean Carter is responsible for enacting Hype Williams to put Aaliyah on a faulty plane to move her out the way as punishment for rejecting him, and so he could level up Beyonce, who was struggling. Let's just say allegedly that happened. Now I want you to think about 106th and Park with Mary J. Blige. Free, who is a victim of Sean Carter.
Yeah.
Mary J. Blige, who is a victim of Sean Combs, are sitting there talking about the death of Aaliyah amongst each other. Think about that. You got a Diddy victim, you got a Jay-Z victim, and you got a superstar gone. They know what happened. And yet, they had to sit there and have that conversation like they didn't know who did it. Think of the power of that moment. Think about Claudia Jordan right now. Claudia Jordan don't ever mention my mother name. She mentioned it yesterday. Talking about why people are afraid to come forward. You mean like you? You was Diddy girl. Corey was Jay-Z girl. Why don't you claim your friend? Claudia.
So, Jack, when you say...
When I say Corey, I'm talking about Kathy White.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
Jay-Z's pregnant mistress,
yeah,
who died of an imaginary aneurysm, just like the woman who was best friends with Kim and Kimura, who wrote the book Bling and died as soon as it made the bestsellers list.
There was another thing that people observed. Beyoncé and Jay-Z were losing fans on a daily basis. However, nobody of them spoke a word. There was nothing to say, nothing to deny, nothing to explain, just quiet while acting as if nothing was wrong. Jaguar did not interpret that quiet as assurance. She saw it as dread.
Puffy, why does it all come to a head now? Why now? Why?
Because he's the acceptable monster at this time, like R. Kelly was the last time I sat on this couch.
So who's next?
Y'all don't see the lineup?
Yeah, we see the lineup. I'm just waiting to see who's next.
Jay-Z is setting Diddy up. Why is everyone having such a hard time? He ain't doing shit different. He lined up D. Haven, stole his life and identity. He lined up Big L, stole his life and identity. He lined up Dame Dash, stole his life, identity, and took his love. Lined up R. Kelly. He wants to be the one.
Shout out D. Haven. He actually hit us up, wanted to tell this story.
You need to talk to D. Haven.
Yeah, we need to talk to him.
I told you that last year when I put you on the phone with her.
She also believes that Jay-Z's wife, Beyoncé, is a criminal.
Why your husband don't want to put his seed inside of you? He put it in everybody else? Wild in this world, yo.
It's funny, you open up Beyonce's internet, it just gets weird.
Beyonce's internet.
That's what we're calling
that
it.
That belongs to the devil. Unless you calling that the devil, she ain't nothing but an employee.
Oh.
Half of which dumbass bitch.
So, you know, it's funny that it's crazy you say these things.
Why don't nobody want to accept that?
I think she
went and the girl cats.
Okay.
A girl went to court and charged her with extreme witchcraft. She was hypnotized. Beyonce came and she was in there eating on her and while she was asleep. No snacking on his big people cats. And guess what? They wouldn't give her the restraining order. They just told her to stay away from Beyonce and work for somebody else. Guess what? She's having a hard time finding work too. Which is interesting because she's a brilliant musician and she was trained at the esteemed Berklee College of Music. Handpicked by my very good friend, Terry Lynn Carrington, Dr. Terry Lynn Carrington, who put together Beyonce's entire female band, which was Matthew Knowles' idea because he couldn't get Beyonce to stop people. Guess you didn't know your daughter well enough because she just started all the girls.
She clarified that she had no intention of appearing on Piers Morgan's program. Her team presented the chance, and she accepted because she was aware of Piers's reputation for meticulous fact-checking. She thought that the public would finally have to take her seriously if her remarks got past his producers and attorneys. She was correct, too. Not only did the interview go viral, but it also caused controversy. Other media personalities hurried to react. Some are attempting to discredit her once again. DJ Vlad was one of them, and he openly rejected her allegations.
No, I know.
He said he would never sit with me. He would never have me on it. He never wanted to talk to me. Never would.
But I got receipts. Vlad, why did you reach out to Jag back in June asking for Jag to be on the show?
Why you do that, Vlad?
Vlad, why you playing in our face?
Why you lying on his podcast?
And Vlad, and your fat wife.
We'll stop there.
Damn. Damn.
Let's be very clear. This is the email that DJ Vlad sent me, his producer sent me, asking me to appear on his podcast on YouTube just after the Cassie video was released on my birthday. I saw it. I never responded. Odell responded. Weeks and weeks later. But then again, Diddy was already in trouble, so you really didn't need to talk to me because you couldn't do much disinformation with me. I guess that's why your friend from the Star Report, or should I say the Comet Report, because he crashed out just like a comet. I guess that's why he was so upset when I started asking him relevant questions about why he's propping up a liar. At this point in time, Vlad, I think it's only fair to say that Carol Johnson, your assistant, unless you're saying you didn't know, she sent this on your behalf.
Then she went much further. She reminded everyone that she had issued a warning months before about the covert movement, sale, and trading of recordings. People said she had no proof at the time. However, attorneys working on active lawsuits were now attesting to have seen the same documents Jaguar had cautioned against.
I didn't even know Vlad was gonna be on.
Oh.
Like I said, it was brilliant.
Wow.
Because everything that he said, denouncing me and then confirming me and then talking about, that all happened a day before the report about the 9-year-old boy was released. And before people started confirming that the video that was being shopped around was Bieber and Diddy. See, that's the problem with running your mouth, Vlad. That's the problem. You didn't realize on Monday that every word that you said was gonna be invalidated on Tuesday. See, that's what happens when you're a liar. See, I didn't have to worry about what I said on Monday, because I knew what I said on Monday was gonna hold up on Wednesday. The truth needs no support, just time and room.
Everything changed at that point. She clarified that whereas the truth only requires time and space, falsehoods need ongoing support.
That's the other person that was with them. They go up to the feds with all this paperwork, you understand? And I mentioned this before, you understand? They not only talking about the extortion stuff, they talking about how they trying to be made to have this what you call this promotion, this distribution thing. And which I'm finding out, they wasn't even gonna be a part of it until later. But they was in fear, like they was trying to be made to be a part of this whole distribution thing that Suge Knight was trying to build up with Rockefeller, because it was Dame Dash, it was Irv Gotti, it was Jay Prince, and Death Row. You understand what I'm saying? So now, everybody wanna know who's this and who's that, and wanna go back and say, yo, how do you know? It came from the horse's mouth. He said he got all the paperwork to prove it. Kirk Burrows said it plenty of times, but nobody won't sit down with him. I mean, like, you won't get none of these, these radio stations and all this stuff like that to sit down with him. He said, I got the paperwork. He got files from the from the DEA and the FBI, all that stuff like that. He got plenty of paperwork.
Once untouchable names are now subtly linked to the same incidents that people discussed years ago. The name Jay-Z keeps popping up.
Puffy told, but Jay-Z, I didn't know about that. So Jay-Z, he told too?
Said that years ago, man. Said that years ago. What are you gonna do? They gonna do whatever. Yo, listen to me. They're the reason why rap in New York went down the drain. They made sure that these young cats didn't come up with platforms and didn't come up with situations. Like Jay-Z, let me tell you something. Jay-Z and it's funny. It's funny. We were talking about how Puff and Ja Rule was cool. But at one time, Puff was trying to trick Ja Rule into going at Jay-Z. That whole weekend that he was with Sarah. The whole weekend they was in that hotel room. That day they was in that hotel room. All the way coming back on that G5 jet. He was trying to talk Ja Rule into going at Jay-Z. But now him and Jay-Z is like freaking frat. Crazy how things work out, huh?
Alliances change that quickly. Some also mention Puffy's impact on business and the media, times when advertising weren't shown during broadcasts, disputes in which influential people suffer unexpected repercussions, while others seem to be unaffected. People saw trends. The backlash was instantaneous when Kanye West openly confronted Puffy and hinted at his financial links.
In the Kanye West, he made a comment on Drink Champs and he said that Puffy was the feds. What you think about him saying that?
Well, when he talking about the feds he could be saying that he's their ear. Puff is the one who goes back and he tells, like he did when Suge, when Jay Prince, when Irv Gotti, I think it was Irv Gotti could have been a part of that too. When they was all trying to get that distribution company together, he the one went back and told Jimmy Iovine them, and then him and Kirk Burrows Kirk said he didn't know what he was doing. They took paperwork and they took some stuff up to the feds, you understand, regarding Death Row now. I don't know the intricate details of what they took, but I know they went up to the feds one day and they took some paperwork up there to them.
That concept returns to the first assertion. The trend continues to recur, even if the specifics are still unknown. Additionally, it ceases to sound like rumors and begins to seem like history catching up when tales from years ago begin to match what people are saying now. Additionally, it seems that those who spy are often terrified of the individuals they are spying on.
All right, what happened was that I guess Pac had got whiffed that Jay-Z was in town. Well, you know he gonna do a show because Jay-Z, he doing a show. But you gotta realize Jay-Z had became an enemy of Pac because I think he had said some was gonna do a song with Big or whatever like that, the whole 9 yards. So Jay is now Pac's enemy too. So Chaz Williams, who was over Black Hands. Black Hands was one of the labels who did that Black Gangster had every artist in New York on. And Chaz, who is now getting into the music business, has become a music executive, and he was once a former gangster who was on American Gangster BET because they had him down for robbing 161 banks. That's what they put in their program and everything. But Chaz was a gangster in New York City that became a music executive. So he gets a phone call saying that Jay is not gonna come out the room because Tupac threatened him. So he's not gonna do his show. Can he make some phone calls, you understand, to get Pac off the bullshit. So I think he may have talked to Big D, and Big D and Eric B called Suge, and Suge was laughing, saying that wasn't him. Because they tried to make it seem like it was Suge that was doing it, but it was Pac. So I guess Suge called Pac. Pac let him go ahead and do his show and everything like that. But Jay was scared to come out his room.
So that story was really true about Jay-Z being afraid to come out his hotel room.
Yeah, come on, man. Yeah, he was scared. Probably still is scared.
Sheen claims that while some afterward attempted to minimize the incident or pretend it never occurred, he persisted. He also explains the reasons for everyone's desire for a swift resolution. Building bridges linking the East and West Coasts was being discussed at the time. There were even talks of bringing together musicians from California and New York to create a movement akin to Death Row East. That strategy would have collapsed in an instant if Tupac and Jay-Z's relationship had burst.
It was going to call a dissension because they were trying to start Death Row East Coast. And that would have been Pac, Eric B, and you know what I'm saying, all the dudes here in New York. So then they're going to have groups coming back and forth from Cali to New York. So it was just good business just to chill out with that. But they was trying to chill out the whole thing. They had a big meeting and Puff wouldn't send a representative or let Zip or Chaz represent him in the meeting.
Yeah, that's a wild story. And who told you this story, if you don't mind me asking?
I was there.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that, man. I didn't know you was there. So you was there when Jay was scared to come out his hotel room. I had no idea, man.
I used to roll with Chaz every day, bro. And then it came out. And then it came out, somebody else told the story. But that, I think it may have been Dame Dash or something like that told the story. A lot of my stories get out, man, but they don't believe when I tell them. They believe it when they hear somebody else say it.
When you compare the old tales with the new ones, the stillness now makes more sense. The image begins to become more distinct. The same names appear again, the same patterns continue to recur, and those who spoke years ago are now being shown to be correct. Do you think anything new will emerge? Tell us in the comments section below.